What's going on, everyone? This is Troy Small coming at you again with another video. And today, in this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 next steps that you can and should take after you register in SAM, the System for Award Management. So you're all registered in SAM and you're ready to go. You're fired up. You got your registration. You're in good with the government. So now you're wondering, okay, now what's the next step? Well, one of the first step really is what you need to do is you need to go back and refamiliarize yourself with the rules of the government contracting game, right? There is a immense rule set. There's a basic rule set that applies to everyone, and you should be familiar with that, right? So know your left and your right lateral limit, okay? And also, though, whatever you're selling to the government may have its own rule sets in and of itself as well. So you're also going to need to kind of understand that like, for instance, if you're doing business with DOD, then there's an additional rule set that you're going to have to abide by based on the fact that that is the Department of Defense. So that's one of the first things you need to do is figure out your left and right lateral limit, know and understand what you're actually dealing with in the government contracting space. The second thing that you want to do after registering in SAM is you want to survey the federal marketplace. The federal marketplace is huge. Think of the ocean, and we're not, right? Think of all of the oceans around the world, right? There's more than one ocean. There's more than one government, if you will. I mean, obviously we have the federal government, but if you start breaking it down to the different agencies, there's more than one agency. And so different agencies tend to have different rule sets, so you want to survey the federal marketplace. And you actually want to hone in on a more specific marketplace for yourself. I use DOD as an example a lot because I'm DOD based, but DOD is an example of a marketplace. You can take, all your time and effort and your business development and marketing and all of your attempts to do business with the government solely with DOD. There are many military agencies and there are many defense civilian agencies that you could go after contracts within, their procurement systems. And so, but analyzing where you are or what market you want to work in is definitely going to be critical to your way forward. So that's probably the second thing you want to do after registering in SAM. And once again, other marketplaces are like GSA is a marketplace. VA is a marketplace, particularly if you're a veteran, if you're a veteran-owned small business or a disabled, service-disabled veteran-owned small business, right? VA as a particularly even more benefit to you as it relates to opportunity. The reason why you're surveying the marketplace, or additional reasons why, is you're trying to figure out what it is that you should sell to the government, like what is a viable product or service that you can sell. And you're trying to figure out, well, who in the government is going to buy what you sell, right? So that's why you're surveying the market as well, because even though you're registered in SAM, of course, I know as many of us, we have a company, but it's kind of a general contracting company, right? And we're just kind of in position to kind of like, well, I'll do what best comes along that I can do. And that's what I'll do. And I'll start marketing as that as time goes on, and that's perfectly fine. And so, but because of that, and in this market, because it's so big and so large, you do not want to waste time over in some lake that is not going to produce any fish for you, right? You only want to fish in lakes that have fish for you to catch, that you have the ability to catch. You verify that this lake has fish, it has fish that I have an interest in, and those fish have an interest in me, right? And I have the ability to catch them if I do everything in my personal ability properly, right? As it relates to competition and all of that. And so that's why we're looking at the federal market as well, right? Trying to figure out what I should be selling, right? And who will buy what I sell. The next step that you need to do after you survey the market and you kind of get that intel is you need to formulate a plan. So you need to take that market intelligence and take it and figure out, okay, well, what's the best course of action for me to take? Put it on a schedule, create some milestones for yourself, some key goals, some key milestones and goals that allow you to track your progress in whether you're having some particular benefit, even if it's slow and incremental, or if it's kind of like, wow, we're not getting anything out of this. Like we're squeezing, but no juice is coming out. And if that's the case, then of course you would want to go back and reformulate your plan, right? Go and retool it. This is why we're making the plan, so that we have something to march towards. You have some guidelines that you're going to follow. And if something in that doesn't work, you can easily be able to look and point at it and say, okay, that didn't work. Take that part out, put something else in, and now let's try it like that. And if that works, then that system or that way of your doing business or whatever it is that you did, that sale, that pitch, what have you, then that then becomes your gold standard for future success. You then use that for whatever else you're doing, however best you can use it. You take aspects of that success and then you use it in other areas of your business. And so in closing for today's video, after you register in SAM, the first thing that you need to do is you need to kick back and review the rules of the government contracting game. Understand the laws of the road, right? What are the rules says? What can you do? What should not you do, right? Understand what you don't know. If you don't know certain information, then make an attempt to go out and get that information. So after you get a little bit smarter on your own, right, then you start taking a look and see what's out there in the marketplace. What agencies or organizations can I sell to or will buy what I sell, right? Am I selling the right product, right? If not, do I need to pivot? Do I need to start selling a service? So these are the decisions that you will need to be making there. And then once you get all that data down and you get that information, you create a plan. You create a plan that has action steps and a schedule and things that you can reflect back on. And most importantly, the next thing you do after that is you go forth and you execute. You go and do something, right? Don't just sit and plan, but actually take that and go out and do something. That way you're making progress. And because I'm going to tell you right now, the way that you grow is going out there and taking your bumps and your bruises and learning, because we learn from the mistakes. You can't learn at the desk. You got to be out there doing something and engaging. And then that's when you'll see like, oh, I see that coming now. I'm not going to allow that, whatever it is, to delay me or derail me like it did this time, right? You begin to see these things in real life as they're coming at you, and you can sidestep them and and not allow these things to derail your success. So that's what we got today. I hope this was helpful for everyone. And let's go out there and start your business, register in SAM, get your plan together, and go execute. This is Troy Small. I'll see you guys on the next video.